Lipscomb looking for some vengeance after game one. It was all Gubs here in game one, an 8-1 victory, and they looked good doing it. The bats came with them from Clarksville, and every pitcher that stepped in. It has been a year where the Gubs have been very hard to beat, but the Bison's kind of in the midst of a revival. It's been the first time in a long time where they have gone to the conference tournament, and we will see if they can finish their season 8 runs in the first game of this doubleheader this evening. We'll see if they can continue their offensive onslaught as you see the defensive side of things for the Bisons. And on the mound, if she can ease her nerves here against a very good batting team. It will not be easy, that's for dang sure. We are underway. That one's high, ball one. Ogle, the payoff pitch. Swung on, grounded, over in the gap, fielded by Polk. A nice little throw out number one. So a nice little ground out there from Ogle. To react, just so sharply hit. She tells Ogle, you could see there in the frame, my bad. But that was going to be a hard play to make, because that one's a nice pitch in there for a strike. Ogle, early in this game, as it's Macy Roberts into the batter's box now, is finding the strike zone consistently, which has been encouraging if you're pegging hard contact. Even the foul balls were well hit. See if that trend continues, as that one's low to make it a full count. Just makes these games so interesting. Last game, just so many fireworks from Austin Peay. So many home runs, and made it on the scoreboard. 3-0 count. That one's high. A walk to Howard, who claps to her dugout. Wants to get something going here, maybe a 2-out rally. Husband helps coach with the baseball team here at Lipscomb. So that one is foul. It's Mason Kirby. Arms going in the bullpen, so maybe just an inning or two out of her. That wouldn't be shocking, as she did. I was talking last game, she was pitching so well, she didn't even give up a run, really. She gave up that earned run was on the wild pitch, but for Ashley Martin with the bases loaded. So she really didn't give that up, even though it's going to be credited to her as an earned run rather than to Martin, as that one's hit. And it'll drop for a base hit as well as they could have. That was a beautiful bunt. It just slowly rolled, and the Bisons were all at base, and Shelander. 2-0 with 1 out. And that one is taken. Going to be ball 3. Draper batting .222 with runners in scoring position on the year. She would love to draw a walk. Kaylee Roper batting really well this year. And you know, I said it sends it back to the top of the order, even if that sacrifice ends with Roche getting out. But honestly, this whole order at every single spot can get it done. He's really just enjoying themselves. Coaches, players, smiling, laughing. And a lot of people will kind of say, they'll almost kind of, you know, rebuke that. Say they don't want to see that. They think players are really, you know, just kind of maybe not locked in. I think that's really the best way to play. I think it loosens you up. You don't come in with a lot of stress. You can swing the bat a lot better. I think that's really. Well, Macy Ogle has struggled this year to find the strike zone. She was doing well early in this game. Has struck her again. 3-0. That one is well pitched in there, 3-1. The Governors have most definitely left no doubt of who it is today, as that one's hit to left and it will die on the warning track. Well, not quite on the warning track, a little bit before there.
Number 5.
Still minor on the, maybe see the pitch count catching up to her. So that one's fouled off. Here's a stat, because I know I've got my stat people out there. I'm a stat nerd. I love reading the papers, crunching the numbers. Minor came into this game with an ERA of 3.13, which is pretty. Other than command, nothing's really changed. The velocity's still in there, as you see. The hit by pitch again here. Ugh, just right on the wrist. Softball, if you've never felt it, is a little bit, no, it's kind of corny to say, but it is a little bit softer than a baseball. Fortunately for Elle Smith there, that got her right. The 2-2 to Womack. Taken for a ball. They do tomorrow, of course. There is still a game left to play. But Austin Peay, as of now, as that'll make it 2-2, is really ending the season as strong as one could ask for them to. It is all a pitcher needs, especially when they've only gotten 7.
Number 5, Katie
Seven innings pitched on the season coming into today. She hasn't really had a chance to build confidence, so going maybe into a game against a really tough batting team right before the conference tournament could possibly bring her some. As Raper, that's just her first walk.
Number 4, Raylan Roach.
That one is in there for a ball. Plunks Mallory Ogle on her back. Not quite sure what happened there. You see the replay here, yeah, just the whole way. She just tried to get out of the way every which way. And that one was going to hit her no matter what. It was all the whole way in the batter's box. Runners are on first and second in real time. It's a lot more difficult, too. Could have really gone either way over at first, probably, as that one's lofted high. It's going to be a fly ball over to right and way too shallow to advance anybody. Oh, nope. That was the wisest decision. At first, Ogle saw 2-2. I mean, it's unbelievable to see somebody throw 5 innings of really good softball. And you think, well, they're done for the day, and then an hour later, they're right back out there, and they're about to complete inning 3. And do so putting up 3 zeros, possibly. Like I said, it makes the coach Bison's been threatening.
Number 00, Britta Sherman.
All right, Britta Sherman up to bat. And if you're a softball fan, you're tuned in. Swung on, and we'll get through the gap. That'll score a run. As that one is going to get through the glove of Womack, and there is no play. So she will take the bag, and you saw that she was batting .311 before this game started today. Such a good performance in games. Three, 1, swung on, lofted high over in the short third area. Caught by Hastings. Brings up
Now
Roberts.
batting number 11, Macy Roberts.
On her head, and maybe she just told her just watch. You know, maybe she said, just watch, work a walk. The pitches are outside right now. Cliver's being a little erratic. We'll see what happens here. That one swung on, no watching there, and that's thrown over to first for the out. 6-3 grounder. Able to get out of it, only one run allowed, and it came off a wild pitch. So the Bisons could not hit Ashley Martin at all. We'll see if that changes here, as that one swung on ferociously and missed. Elle Smith is in the batter's box. Wear the uniforms comfortably. The temperature's good. Good time of year. So that one's a half swing. Didn't go. Tori Womack, ball one. And finally went from almost unbearable temperatures to where players are tightened up and it's really hard to play loose. And two now. Ella Polk, the freshman sister of Josie Polk, swings and laces it fast. Fielded about 94, 95% this year, at about the 97, 98 mark. So that'll come with age and experience and reps. 1-2. That one's outside, high. Makes it 2-2. All Smith on first. Picks to go and win that tournament. And if you've been watching the games today, I'll just say for quite good reason. If you didn't know why they would be people's favorite, you know now. So that one's in there for a strike, 1-1. 36 and 13. No. Hastings a little bit iffy there on the transfer you saw. You can see her and Presley Rader talking about it. And that is why it did not turn into 2. You can see it here on the replay watch. Just kind of took a little too much time on the transfer. Not a totally clean one, and it gives time. It came in today, was at an 11. So she's lowered it by over 3 points. So that one's hit well, though. That one's deep back in. That's gone into the trees. An absolute shot by Sheelander. A Sheelandrian slam. All would still have one strike to work with if it doesn't. It does. She skies one up. Josie Polk will squeeze it. Out number 2. Swung on, hit right up the middle, and that's going to be another base hit for the Govs. That's base hit number 9 there in her last at-bat. So a lot of these names pretty scary, as that's a double steal. And no, she's not going to get there. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Well, that is very unfortunate for Lipscomb, and this is what's going to happen there. This is what happened. Peggy Ryman has every. The inning ends, but not before Austin Peay makes this a 7-1 ball game here in Nashville. The count has been a little bit high, and neither one of them seemed flustered at all. And it's really, as a head coach, it's all you could have asked for. And yeah, I mean, and Hastings in the box. Mallory Ogle on second, Kirby on first. Both runners have great speed. Hit well, under right, drifting back at the wall, caught. And three Governors made chase. Roper calls him off. She makes the play herself. Bit of a smile on her face. Probably knows she might have had the harder angle to get there, but hey, makes the play.